What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Gadgetology. Today, I'm sharing 17 of the coolest woodworking tools on Amazon that actually speed up your workflow. These aren't just shiny gadgets, they're real problem solvers that save time, improve accuracy, and make shop time way more enjoyable. Whether you're building furniture or knocking out weekend projects, this list is packed with gems. Before we get started, make sure to check the link in the description below if you want to know about the price and other information. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest top product reviews. EVA Featherboard Safety. Kickback is terrifying. This EVA featherboard gives you serious safety without marring your workpiece. The flexible fingers apply consistent pressure, holding stock firmly against the fence during rip cuts. Unlike old-school metal featherboards, it won't dent or scratch expensive hardwood. The magnetic base locks onto any steel surface instantly, no clamps required. It adjusts with one hand and releases just as fast. I keep two on my table saw at all times. It's also perfect for router tables and bandsaws. For under 20 bucks, this is the cheapest insurance policy your fingers will ever get. EVA Push Block. Standard push sticks always seem to slip at the worst moment. This push block solves that with a high-traction EVA foam base that grips rough lumber like glue. The comfortable handle gives you total control during ripping and jointing. Your hands stay safely above the blade, not beside it. It also works beautifully as a sled for sanding blocks or as a steady rest for routing small parts. The foam won't leave marks or residue. It's lightweight, floats in water, and outlasts cheap plastic versions by years. Honestly, I don't know why every shop doesn't own two of these. Waxed Canvas Apron. I've gone through a dozen shop aprons. This waxed canvas version is the one that stuck. The material is tough enough to deflect sharp tools, but soft enough to break in beautifully. Multiple pockets keep my pencil, rule, and square right where I need them. The crossback strap distributes weight so my shoulders don't ache at the end of the day. It's water resistant too. No more wet spots from leaning against a damp bench. It also looks better with every scratch and stain. This isn't just an apron, it's shop armor that actually breathes. Miter Measuring Tool. Setting a miter saw to exactly 45 degrees usually means squinting at cheap stamped marks. This measuring tool eliminates the guesswork completely. Just drop it against the fence and blade, and you get an instant digital readout accurate to 0.1 degrees. No batteries required. It uses a simple dial indicator. It also checks blade square to the table and fence alignment. It fits in your apron pocket and survives drops that would shatter a digital gauge. I check my saw setup before every glue up now. Angled joints come together tight with zero gaps. Absolute game changer. Double-edge pull saw. Western saws cut on the push. Japanese saws cut on the pull. This hybrid gives you both edges sharpened for different applications. One side features cross-cut teeth for clean, splinter-free cuts across the grain. The other side is rip-cut geometry for fast, aggressive cuts with the grain. The blade is thin enough to minimize kerf waste, but rigid enough to track straight. The comfortable handle works in any orientation. It fits in tight spots where power saws won't go. I grab this constantly for trim work, tenon cheeks, and quick miters. Two saws in one, zero compromises. HSS Carving Bits. Rotary carving usually means burning through cheap bits that dull after one project. These high-speed steel bits stay sharp significantly longer. The cut geometry clears chips efficiently, so you're not fighting friction burns. The set includes every profile you actually need: V-groove, roundover, straight, and cone shapes. They fit standard Dremel-type rotary tools and run smoother than the budget sets. I've carved walnut, maple, and even dense oak without losing edge retention. The storage case keeps them organized and protected. If you do any power carving or detail work, this set pays for itself in avoided frustration. Multi-surface sanding block. Sanding curves and profiles by hand always meant folded paper and busted knuckles. This contoured sanding block conforms to multiple radius shapes while keeping abrasive flat against the work. The flexible body grips standard quarter sheet sandpaper without clamps or Velcro. It works beautifully on convex curves, concave moldings, and even inside corners. The ergonomic shape fits your palm naturally, reducing hand fatigue during long finishing sessions. It's also fantastic for breaking sharp edges before applying finish. I own 3 of these now in different grits. Such a simple idea, executed perfectly. Non-marking bench clamp. Brutal metal clamps leave divots in your bench top and dent your workpiece. This clamp features wide, replaceable nylon jaws that apply serious pressure without leaving a trace. The quick release mechanism adjusts instantly, no endless spinning. It mounts flush with your bench top edge, so it's always ready when you need it. The throat depth accommodates thick stock easily. It also works beautifully as a temporary vise for hand tool work. No more hunting for scrap wood to protect your projects. Installation takes 5 minutes. Once you switch to non-marking clamps, you'll never go back to bare metal. Adjustable corner clamp. Glue-ups are stressful enough without parts sliding out of square. This adjustable corner clamp holds cabinet doors, picture frames, and boxes at perfect 90 degrees while the adhesive sets. The dual-axis screws let you tweak alignment independently. The plastic pads won't glue themselves to your workpiece. It adjusts to various stock widths and releases cleanly with a quarter turn. The mechanism is simple but surprisingly rigid. I use it for small boxes and even mitered frames. No more measuring diagonals 5 times hoping for square. This little clamp makes joinery look professional even when you're rushing. Folding multi-angle level. Levels are awkward to carry. This folding design collapses to half its length for transport, but locks rigid when you need accuracy. The rare earth magnets are strong enough to hang from metal studs or ductwork. It reads true on all 4 edges and features multiple vials for horizontal, vertical, and 45-degree reference. The hinged joint also lets you check inside and outside corners simultaneously. The body is impact resistant and won't warp. I keep one in my fieldwork kit and one on the shop bench. It's compact enough for tight spaces, but accurate enough for cabinetry. Magnetic stud finder. Electronic stud finders beep randomly and lie constantly. This magnetic version finds the actual fasteners, drywall screws, or nails with 0 batteries, 0 confusion. Just sweep it across the wall until the magnets grab. It lights up when you hit metal, so you know exactly where to drive. The body is slim and fits in your pocket. It also picks up buried junction boxes, conduit, and ductwork. No calibration, no false positives. I honestly haven't touched my electronic finder in 2 years. This is one of those tools you'll reach for constantly once you own it. Simple, cheap, perfect. Electric hand planer. Flattening rough stock by hand takes forever. This electric hand planer shaves off material aggressively but finishes smoothly enough for minimal sanding. The dual-blade carbide cutter head stays sharp through serious use. The adjustable depth stop lets you creep up on final thickness gradually. The front shoe is adjustable for chamfering edges or flattening faces. Dust collection actually works with most shop vacs. It's also fantastic for trimming door edges and leveling proud joints. The ergonomic grip reduces vibration fatigue. For under $100, it turns dimensional lumber into project-ready stock in seconds. Massive time saver. Arc grooving mold. Fluting and grooves usually require a router table and expensive bits. This handheld grooving mold cuts consistent concave channels using just a circular saw. The adjustable guide follows your saw shoe and controls the depth precisely. It creates perfect arcs for decorative work, finger pulls, or even gutters. The aluminum body is rigid and won't deflect. It sets up in under a minute. I've used it for cabinet doors, headboards, and even custom shelving. The finish quality is surprisingly clean. If you don't own a router table yet, this is your workaround. Incredibly clever problem solving. Digital angle gauge. Setting your table saw blade to exactly 90 degrees should be simple. This digital angle gauge makes it instant. Just zero it on the table, stick it to the blade, and read the angle. Magnetic base holds firmly even on cast iron. Resolution down to 0.1 degrees ensures perfect miters and flat rips. It also works for checking jointer fences, bandsaw tables, and miter saw bevels. The display rotates so you can read it from any position. Battery life is measured in years, not weeks. I check every tool setup before important cuts now. Accuracy isn't expensive anymore. ANSI A9 gloves. I used to hate wearing shop gloves. Too bulky, no dexterity. These ANSI A9 cut-level gloves changed my mind. The high-performance fiber is cut-resistant but thin enough to pick up screws and feel grain. The palm coating gives you serious grip on slippery stock. Knuckle protection saves you from painful bashes against cast iron. They breathe so your hands don't turn into sweat balloons. Touchscreen-compatible fingertips mean you don't have to strip gloves to check your phone. Machine washable too. I wear them for almost everything now, except fine joinery. Safety shouldn't sacrifice feel. These prove it. Razor blade scraper. Dried glue, sticky residue, and old finish are miserable to remove. This razor blade scraper gives you precise control with a comfortable non-slip handle. The blade retracts for safe storage and extends to exactly the depth you need. The head pivots to match your pull angle. It cleans glue squeeze out without gouging surrounding wood. It also removes labels, tape residue, and hardened epoxy. Replacement blades are standard utility size. It's become my go-to for final cleanup before finishing. No more chiseling away glue drips and praying I don't dig into the surface. Shop sanity restored.
Triangular bench grippers. Holding thin stock flat while planing or sanding is genuinely difficult. These triangular grippers lock your workpiece to the bench top using simple leverage. Just slide them against the edges and step on the foot pedal. They grip instantly and release just as fast. No clamps, no vise, no interference with your tools. The hardened teeth bite just enough to prevent shifting without deep marks. They work on any rigid benchtop surface. I use them constantly for flattening panels, sanding drawer faces, and even carving. Such a simple mechanical principle executed flawlessly. Shop workflow upgrade for under 30 bucks.
All right, those are 17 woodworking tools that genuinely make projects faster. Huge thanks for watching Gadgetology today. Which tool are you adding to your cart first? Let me know in the comments. As always, all the links are waiting in the description below. If this video helped you level up your shop, smash that like button and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.